Good morning. How are you guys doing? Little pit toilets over here in Woolworth. No, Westwold. There we go. Was I naming store names? Long time past. Westwold. Oh boy. Yeah. I don't know how I got that name out of it, but yeah, beautiful little trail here to the pit toilet over that way. Just a tiny pullout, just barely big enough for maybe 2 trucks, maybe truck and a half. Little gazebo, fire pit. What does it say here? 2020, 100th anniversary. This is province of British Columbia, Paris Provincial Park. Very cool. Nice little park. Sometimes this gate's locked. It looks like the keys in the lock are hanging out right there. That's what our load looks like. Got veneer. Picked this up in Fruitvale, British Columbia, delivering it to Savannah. We're cooking along. The plan is to deliver this and then go to Adams Lake, pick up another load, deliver that to Trail, pick up another load of this for the weekend. It's gonna be a tight timeline. Let's see. Coming, it's a bit of a blind corner, but the speed limit's only 70 here. So nobody's coming cooking through the blind corner. So that's kind of nice. There's a couple of trucks and cars coming up behind us. We're very, very heavy. In fact, the bridge is a whole 50 kilograms overweight. We're maxed out, man. We're maxed out. So yeah, it's Thursday around 11 a.m. Gotta make it to Savannah, deliver this. Go to Adams Lake and try to get as close to Trail as we can. Hopefully make it in decent time. Running a little low on fuel as well. Right now it says we'll, according to GPS, I've got it mapped out to Trail. We would make it there at 9:10 p.m. Plus I have to unload and reload. That's at least 2 more hours. And I'm gonna be out of hours at 8:30. So we'll definitely not make it to Trail today. But yeah, if we can get loaded and unloaded and reloaded, and it only kills 2 hours, I think we're in good shape. I'd get to Trail at what? 8, 9, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. get reloaded by noon. And I should be able to make it back home then. Still don't have winter tires on this truck. I've been pushing the boss a bit for it, but he keeps seeing if we put winter tires on, he's gonna lose a load in the week. It's like, I know. And he would prefer me to get winter tires in Salmonac because they've purchased tires and they're sitting there. It's starting to get a little slippery up on the mountains. Halton had snow on it. Strawberry Pass had snow on it. Strawberry Pass was quite slippery. So this video is just going to be us heading to Kamloops. I got to get some fuel there. Make the truck even heavier. Yeah, I might want to consider not fueling it all the way up. Because it might put us overweight on the drives. Maybe put in half a tank. I only had 120-ish kilograms to spare on the drives. Might be fine filling it all the way up. That was at half a tank. Yeah, it might be okay fueling it up. We'll be very, very close to the maximum right before we go across the scale. I think it should be okay. Beautiful little lake here. Just abandon their junk. I hate when people do that. All sorts of oil jugs, and I'm not sure what else. One looked like syrup for a fast food restaurant. Soft drinks. Some weird tanks there. Weird things to just abandon at a little polo. People are pigs. Take the trash with you. There's so many pullouts with trash cans. Just pull into one of those pullouts, dump your trash there. If it's a big can or a big tank or something that doesn't fit in the trash can there, put it at least right next to the trash bin. It's better than just in the middle of nowhere. Load this heavy, you sure have a lot of momentum into the corners. A little more work getting slowed up. Slowed up, slowed down. We're slightly over width, but not much. Not much. Wide enough that I need to put flags and lights at night, but barely counts. I personally don't see a reason why we would flag it and put lights on it. It's that little bit of an overhang, but legally it is technically wide enough that we have to put in flags and lights. Like, my mirrors are way wider than my load is, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But laws are what laws are. Looking at all the black lines, somebody overcooked the corner. Oh, yeah. Is this the bonus video, guys? Let's talk about bonus videos. First, well, you know what? This week feels a bit boring after the last 2 weeks of just spectacular highways. It feels a little boring. Monday's video is spectacular, but we shot that last week and not this week. So Jess is with us on Monday's video, but not for the rest of the week. So Monday is starting at the BC Alberta border, the Continental Divide, Kicking Horse Pass, heading down all the way to Golden. And the lighting is just gorgeous. I think I named the video So Beautiful It Looks AI. It's like, this looks fake. It's so beautiful it looks fake with the just premium lighting. Coming around some of those corners and some of the rear facing cams and some of the mirror cams, like just such good lighting. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful video on Monday. Wednesday's video, I have to think about that. I shot that like yesterday, so what did I do yesterday? Why is my brain in my brain fog on what happened? What did I shoot? Oh, right. We start near Big White, the brake check, Rock Creek, Kelowna brake check, and then we drive down into Kelowna and deliver to a spot there. The delivery is actually a youth, they're a construction site. They're building a brand new youth recovery center. So basically underage people recovering from all sorts of different stuff, from abuse or addiction or whatever, right? So that's kind of neat. It's a weird location. I was like, maybe it's a mansion we're building, maybe an apartment complex, but no, it's a youth recovery center. So that's super neat. Oh, before we go there, let's backtrack to Monday's video. 3 times in the video, I get my dashboard binging at me that I am low on coolant, when very obviously I'm overflowing on coolant. That was a simple repair. They did it on the weekend. It took them a couple of minutes to find it. A wire had rubbed through, so they just fixed the wire. And it hasn't been a problem since. And then not on a video the next day. The cab all of a sudden turned blue inside. Just smoke just rolling into the cab. I'm like, I've blown something in the exhaust. So pull over, check something, yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. All stuffy. The exhaust was all loose. It seemed like the seal and the clamps were just... I tried tightening the clamp, but no, it was done. And then the flex tube between the manifold and the exhaust, that was just smoking out of there too. So we got that replaced while I switched trailers to these newer trailers. These are only 2 years old, so they're actually quite nice trailers. And hopefully I get to keep these trailers for a while. It took me 3 hours to switch everything over. I hate switching trailers so much, but now we have a set that is not more rust than paint. It's mostly paint. The only real place where there's rust is the wheels. They're, instead of aluminum wheels, they're steel wheels, and those are a little on the rusty side. So these trailers, the first 2 years they ran on Vancouver Island, so they have a little bit of sea salt rust on them. But very nice trailers, all in all. Very nice trailers. So I'd be happy pulling these the next couple of years without trading again. The problem is the inspection on it, yearly inspection, expires the end of this month. So hopefully we can get an empty trailer to the shop and I don't have to switch again. And then Friday's video, I have no idea. Oh, and then yesterday I had 2 tires going flat on the trailer. The valve stems were loose. You switch to new trailers. There's always little things you find, right? That the last driver didn't take care of. And of course, I need winter tires on this truck sooner or later. Sooner, please. I need my winter tires. Well, by the time you guys are watching this, I'll have my winter tires. Because I'm just not going to drive once the snow starts flying. These are good. There's still lots of tread on these tires, but there's no side grip. Over Strawberry Pass, I was drifting the truck around a corner. I'm like, ah! Okay, we know these tires have no grip on snow. That is something I know now. So if there's any kind of ice or snow, I just have to come right down to a crawl and take it easy. Really, really easy. So my plan is to have them switched by the end of this week. If not, then on the weekend. I don't want to do it on the weekend. I don't want to work on the weekend. But maybe I can just bring it to the local Cal Tire, drop the truck off, and get some winter tires put on. Coming up to the KAMLOOPS brake check here. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but brake check just before we dip down onto Trans-Canada Highway 1. Everybody that's faster us, then let them all by. Actually, it's 4-lane after this, so it doesn't matter after this. But people behind me will be happy to get by me. like we got some loads of rig mats. This is rig mats for sure. That might be pallets over there. I'm not sure. No, that's rig mats too. Yep, they're just the opposite direction. That's an interesting trailer. Sort of a flat deck, but he's got logging poles on there. Maybe power line poles. Four-way flashers on. Take our time coming down the hill.
In 2 kilometers, keep left to Highway 1 West.
Gear do I want to be in? Don't do me like that. Beautiful mountains up ahead. It always kind of looks pretty going into a valley. Coming behind us. I personally want to gain a little bit of speed here as we go down. I don't want to block the other lane. Anybody else? Oh, he's upshifting right now too. Nobody in the right lane, we'll just merge right in at full speed. Perfect.
Continue on Highway 1.
We're going to have ourselves a hard climb into Kamloops. Next to the train track. This would be Canadian National train track. No. Canadian Pacific Kansas City. There we go. It's Canadian Pacific Kansas City train track. Canadian National goes north in Kamloops. From Vancouver to Kamloops, the two train tracks are usually on opposite sides of the river. Cross over back and forth a couple of times. but from Kamloops east, CN goes north through Edmonton, and CPKC goes east through Calgary. Thompson River south here, south branch, is awfully shallow. Really don't want to pass DCT here. Faster than him on the straight and down, but uphill, pretty sure he's going to be faster than me. Do we give it a try? Because he seems to be slowing down uphill here too. We've got momentum. Nobody else behind us, so we could try it. If it fails, we'll tuck in behind him again. We're not going to see any trains. I see a truck working on the track. Why is it anytime I hit record, we don't see trains? If I happen not to be recording video, all of a sudden we see like 5 trains go by. Full speed backwards down the track. See another truck on the track down there. Welcome to Kamloops sign. I guess it just says Kamloops, Canada's tournament city. I moved to BC as an adult, so I don't know what kind of tournaments are held here, but maybe it's like high school tournaments. Kamloops is kind of central southern area to do tournaments. I could see tournaments be at Kamloops, Vancouver, and Prince George would be good places to have tournaments. I managed to get all the flies out of here. If I went and did a brake check and left the door open, and now there's a whole bunch of flies in here. It's like, come on, it's just that time of year they want to be in a warmer truck. It's 7.6 degrees Celsius outside. So, it's not super cold, but it's chilly. Or pickup down there is going to want to merge. Let's see if they can find a speed that I don't have to do anything, because right now I'm catching up with them pretty quick. I can move over and get out of his way, but you guys train us not to do that. I did that today earlier. Saw Vernon was coming in, a black Jeep was coming in to merge. But yeah, nobody behind me, I'll merge over and let you guys merge nicely, and then I'll move back. Nope, matched my speed just beside me, right in my blind spot. I'm like, remember there's a Jeep there, remember there's a Jeep there, remember there's a Jeep there. And he just stayed there. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I can't see you. I waited a mile. It's like, still, I don't know where this Jeep is, because he hasn't popped out of the back. I can see mirror from behind us, but I can't see him right beside my cab, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll start signaling, and then just kept driving. And when I started signaling, all of a sudden he sped up and got in front of me. It's like such a dangerous thing to do. I want to pull over and let you in, but if I do that, then I'm at this really dangerous zone where I look like the idiot for running in the left lane, not where I want to be. If you have a trucker pull over for you and let you in, you have two jobs. You have one job, and that is to get out of the way. And you can do that job in one of two ways. Speed up, get in front of the truck, slow down, get behind the truck. Because that's the only two places where we can see you. If you're right beside us, we cannot see you there. And eventually I'll forget that you're there and all of a sudden run you off the road. I don't want to run anyone off the road. Well, some days I say I feel like running someone off the road. This is a steeper hill. Here's DCT Chambers 1.2. So it looks like the same truck again, right? Faster uphill. Once again, I don't really feel like passing him. Nobody behind us. I guess I'll go for it. I know our speed limit's going to slow down to 80, and then we have a really hard climb. And a hard climb, I suspect I'm going to be slower than these guys. These guys are only slow because they're chipped at 95 kilometers an hour. Going as fast as they can. So remember, if you have a slow truck like that, they're just trying to get out of the way as well. Some trucks are chipped so they can only run at a certain speed. I suspect both of those guys are going to pass me. At least if they're taking the same route as I am. If they're headed north, then not so much. But I don't see them headed anywhere but to Vancouver. 80 kilometers an hour. Now we're on equal ground as far as speed goes. They can go the same speed I can go. But I'm pretty sure I'm heavier than they are. So if we get a red light, they're both going to want to pass me. Should have probably done just sit behind them and wait. I know better. I should have just done that because here's our light. Next light is going to go red on us as well. Will it be green by the time we get there? Yeah, it's green now, but how slow is the traffic? Leaving lots of space in front of the dump truck, between me and the dump truck, just in case he comes roaring to a stop. It looks like he's empty and I'm fully loaded, so it's going to take longer for me to stop than it is for him. Because all that space is disappearing. Grain truck.
EU strike, government workers. Oh, okay.
The strike is also the reason why nobody's getting their mail. In fact, the boss says he's a bunch of payments for us delivering are somewhere in the ether, in the mail. He's not getting paid. Hey, I said there's going to be no trains. I lied. Here comes a looks like a brand new paint job on the lead unit. So CPKC, and then the second is actually a Kansas City engine. Yeah, it looks like a brand new paint job on the lead there. 7482, and then we have Kansas City Southern 4705. All the containers coming in. All your Chinese products are in here. There's a mid-power unit here, or what do you guys call it? APU, auxiliary power unit. That's a newer paint job too. CPKC. Did not catch the engine number. Lots of spine cars here. If you notice the spine cars, a lot of the cars share an axle in the center. So they're kind of grouped together. And a lot of the cars share the center axle. And here, these are full of cars. This is all the import cars. The Hyundais and a lot of imported cars in there. And here's our tail unit, also new CPKC paint job. There's a full coal train sitting there waiting for that guy to pass. That still has the old Canadian Pacific paint job on it. Well, that was the newer Canadian Pacific paint job. There's some that have even older Canadian Pacific change up. Oh, is that empty coal? So he's headed the same way as that guy? The other guy must just have higher priority or something. Looks like it, I guess once you go up
Where are you off to, over Rick?
climb here and see if we can look into those coal cars, see if they're loaded or empty. I assume they were loaded since he was sitting there. Can't see. Looks empty to me. Yeah, they're empty. Huh.
What was that?
Let's get some go-go juice. Yeah, the truck has definitely caught up with me, so. You're gonna pass on the merge lane. That pickup pulled in across the solid line behind me, passed on the merge lane. Guys are crazy. The car actually came off of the merge. It's a race. It's a race. Holy smokes. Did not see that last second car coming that way. I'm actually going to go off throttle a little bit just to let people by. Let him by. Lose some momentum. Don't want to hold up everybody. Yeah, there we go. With them being chipped so they can only do 95, they must get that all day long where people pass them in the higher speed limit zones and then they have to pass the same people again. Here, lots of hiking trails in that gorge. Love to find a spot to park and hike some of those trails. Five kilometers to our turn off for fuel. don't see the other DCP behind us anywhere, so maybe he caught a red light somewhere that we didn't catch. That's interesting. Coils like that, cables stacked on top of each other, spools on top of each other. Oh boy, really? You couldn't just go behind me? Hey, a bobtail with mud flaps on. Seen one earlier today with no mud flaps, and I saw one yesterday with no mud flaps. I'm like, that's completely illegal. Put your mud flaps on. Often trucks have removable mud flaps because you only need them when you're bobtailing, and in the winter when you're chaining up, you have a tendency of ripping those mud flaps off. So in the winter, the removable mud flaps are quite nice to have. And just for the record, the KFC here in Kamloops still has the bucket as well. Apparently here in Canada we still have lots of KFCs with a bucket. When I say the bucket, I mean like the big billboard sign, you know, KFC billboard sign, where they have that red and white bucket with Colonel Sanders' face on it. Oh, good. I'm glad DCT went and took that lane right away. Sometimes it's so hard to get into that lane. I'm going to take it right away as well. I've had days where nobody would let me back into this lane. I'm like, I just want to get out of the way. Let me get all the way to the right lane. Now that sign up there says winter tires required October 1st. For the record, winter tires are not required on big rigs at all. You just need chains. But I'm telling you, winter tires make such a huge difference. Times you save not chaining up because you have good winter tires on is a lot. It makes a big difference. Aberdeen Mall. I bobtailed there once in the winter. I tell you what, bobtailing in the winter, sketchy. You don't want to drive this truck in the winter with no weight on the drive axles.
In 2 kilometers, take exit 366 on the right to KAMLOOPS Drive, then take the first left.
Hopefully this spot has DEF. I'm almost out of DEF too. Can't remember. remember. It's been a long time since I fueled up here. Exit here. Could be the one after, I'm not sure. I think I picked the right place. What is that vibration? I don't like it. Make it go away. Might be in the dash itself. Just hit the dash, right? As the truck gets older, it's going to have more and more of those vibrations. Highway 97C has slippery sections. Yeah, I bet.
Take exit 366.
Near the highest pass in British Columbia. Truck wash up there, it says. Boss mentioned to me he'd like it if I would wash my truck. I'm like, I know. But my timelines are so tight that either I have to wash the truck on a weekend, I'm like, that's not happening. And during the week, I just don't have the time. When we get past a place that would actually give me the opportunity to wash the truck. And another nuisance is I have to try to get that money back. I mean, they always give the money back, but I gotta fill out, make a request to get money back for
then take the second right.
the money I spent on the truck wash. Wait, what? Is the ESSA car lock still there? The sign is removed. I hope I can still fuel up there. Well, let's give it a try.
Turn right on Appalachian Road, then take the first left.
Okay, there's still a sign on the ground. Okay, we're good. We're good. DEF at that pump there. Okay, I see the tank for DEF. So let's go in on the very outside. Should be able to DEF and fuel. Perfect. Perfect. Dyed diesel. Diesel is pump 1. Okay. Just regular diesel, pump 1. That'll work. You know, when you've stopped, but it still feels like you're moving. I hate that feeling. Okay. Kind of awkward. Yeah, definitely kind of awkward. Pumping super slow. It seems pumping fine now. You know what? I'm gonna just try the other pump. It's still pumping a bit slow. Okay, let's see if this one's faster. It's pumping weird. It's pumping faster, but it's kind of has a vibration to it. Yeah, it's definitely pumping a lot faster. Glad I switched. I've decided to fuel it all the way up. This side's full, the other side's pretty much full. You might not even have to cap it up. And then we'll get the DEF, which will take a few seconds too. Got a pretty big DEF tank on here. Never looked at how many liters. We're at a quarter tank, so I guess we could kind of take a guess how many liters once this is full. It's a pretty decent sized tank, so it's kind of nice. I don't have to do DEF every single time I fuel up. Once every other or every third time. I usually, as a rule, do every other time, just in case the next place doesn't have DEF, especially in the winter. In the winter, every time, just fuel up DEF. If the place has DEF, fuel up. Because these tanks seem to freeze up a lot, because mostly there's just water. Water and urea. A DEF tank that, or a pump that actually works nicely. It's pretty rare. Let's fill it right up to the top. There we go. So that was 53, so probably about 75 liters. I guess it'd be more like 60 liters, 65 liters. Anyhow, let's hammer down, get out of here. I'm sure that truck over there is waiting for me. Okay, no hiccups. Take my jacket off. What are you swearing about? Thank you. Pretty sure that guy with the
Arriving at the destination on the right.
tracked vehicle there is waiting for me. Well, he's not pulling forward, so pulled him beside me, didn't like those pumps, and then pulled it over here. I thought for sure he would pull in right behind me.
Turn right, then take the first right. Turn right on Lac Lejeune Road, then take the second left. Turn left at the traffic light, then take the first left.
Thank you, Mud Bay, for waiting. Oh, that's the same truck that's sitting there waiting, so he was waiting for that guy.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Okay. We're good to go for the rest of the day. for fuel. Scale in 1 kilometer. And my batteries are flashing red. See if the scale's open. It's closed, great. If it's open, it's fine too.
62 on the right.
Because we're not.
Highway 97.
We're not so overweight that I'm worried. Because 50 kilograms overweight, I'm not getting a ticket for that. Depends on where you are. Some states in the U.S. apparently are very, very by the book. Never had that problem up here. Scale is open. Let's pull on in and then we'll call it a day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the bonus video here. Like I said, to me it feels like a bit of a boring week, but after the 2 weeks that we had, anything would feel boring after that. I'm a little worried that these clouds are bringing in snow before I get winter tires put on. Slow her right down to 10 kilometers an hour. In the US, you cross scales at 3 miles an hour, 5 kilometers an hour. In Canada, you can cross the scale, if you see the 10 kilometer sign, you can cross the scale at 6 miles an hour. So no need to crawl through at 3. Not in British Columbia anyway.
Take the ramp ahead.
Literally double the speed through Canadian, or at least British Columbia scale, than most of the other US scales I've seen. I think Alberta, same 10. Yeah, all the way to Manitoba, 10 kilometers an hour. That's kind of your speed. There's yellow flags out there. That's them on strike. So some CVSE offices are on strike. There's still limited enforcement. Got a little fireplace going. What bothers me with the strike is the fact that they make more money than I do, they have better benefits than I do, and they want more. So it's hard to support someone that's doing a lot better than you are. Make more money, better benefits, work less hours. But that's human nature. We're never happy with what we have. We want more, right? It's a government job. A government job is pretty sweet as far as wages and benefits go. So if we give them raises, my taxes go up, making me even worse shape and you in even better shape. So it's hard to support someone striking like that, even though I get the fact that, yes, we all want to make more. We all want more. It just sucks that your more comes at the cost of my less. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that ride through Kamloops. I'm gonna bail it on. Oh, right, shoot, we were gonna talk about bonus videos. Okay. Oh man, okay, I need to talk about this. Maybe I'll talk about this in Friday's video too. You guys are gonna get bonus videos if you join on Coffee. There's a tier now for I think $5. You join on Coffee. My test I'm going to do with this bonus video is to share a link to this bonus video. In fact, we might make bonus videos, all of them links, so you might not find them as videos anymore. I don't know if I can put them in a playlist for YouTube, but I might do the same thing for YouTube so I don't have to upload the same video twice. I'll do it for this one, but can you guys see if you can find the other version of the bonus video? It's going to be a post, a members only post. I don't know where you go in there. I am new to this. So I've got two problems. People supporting me on Coffee, they deserve to see the bonus videos. And then YouTube is pushing members only videos so hard that the regular people that aren't members, all they're seeing is member videos, and they're asking, why is all my content behind a paywall? If I put that content as an unlisted video and just share a link to it to all members get a link to that video, then it wouldn't show up in all the feeds that regular non-member people watch, because people have, I'm unsubscribing because all your content's behind a PayPal or paywall, when, you know, one quarter of the content is behind a paywall. So I may do away with these bonus videos. You got to go find this bonus video in my posts, in the community post. On phone and on computer and on TV is very different. I know you can get to the video on computer and on a phone, but can you still get to this bonus video on a TV? Not this particular one, but the one I shared a link to. And this way, we solve a lot of problems if this works. And I'm thinking we're going to go that way. Maybe I'll do a poll. And because right now I'm going to have to upload the video twice. Seems like twice as much work to upload this bonus video. If I could just make it a shareable link with members here on YouTube and a shareable link on Coffee. And you don't have to do both. You can either be a member here or be a member on Coffee to get the video. I get a lot more of the money on Coffee than over here, but either way, I'm fine with either way of supporting me, on Coffee or over here. But I think what we'll do is make bonus videos a link going forward. Hopefully that works. If not, then I'm just going to have to do the extra work. It's hard to find the time for that, but I'm trying to make this work for everyone. for members here on YouTube, for members on Coffee, supporting me on Coffee, that are in the $5 a month tier, and then also for everybody that's not members. So yeah, I'll probably do a poll if I can remember to do that. Okay, gotta remind me to do a poll. There's CVSE truck. But yeah, YouTube kind of wrecked the way bonus videos work. It was fine. Bonus videos just worked great until they changed it, and now they're pushing those videos because YouTube greed. They make a lot more money if you guys go behind the paywall, because I only get 70% of the money that you guys pay into the members only, and YouTube gets 30% of that. So bonus videos make me almost no money, considering how much time it takes to make the video. I kind of break even. Their bonus videos are not profitable. The memberships are great. I love the memberships. The coffee is fabulous. So I'm trying to make it a way that it's not more work for me, because I love the members. I love the credits at the end. Hey, by the way, Linda, you don't have to be on all 3 credits. You can get the bonus videos in one or the other. I wonder if you still are in all 3 credits. Because I think they're just about to drop off on the super chat, the super thanks. Linda's been awesome though, guys. Linda's been one of those longest following members. There's a reason why her name is at the top of the list. Her name will be at the top of the list of coffee here pretty quick if she stays on top of that too. There's a reason why her name is at the top of the credits. She's been around forever, leaves lots of comments, which is exactly what my videos need. Need lots and lots of comments. I wish more people would leave lots. Actually, there's more of you that it's not just Linda. There's 2 or 3 of you that leave lots of comments. As you're watching the video, whenever you have a thought, just type it in. Quickly type it in. Timestamp if it's something that you want me to answer. How do timestamps work? Just put in, if it's 1 minute and 35 seconds, put 01.35, and then it'll be a clickable link, and I can go watch what you asked about. But comments make these videos YouTube pushes my videos to a lot more people if you guys comment a lot. You can definitely feel the difference. So thank you to everyone that does that. Thank you to all the members. Hopefully this works. If not, then so be it. We'll figure it out. We'll keep doing this. And it's raining here. That's making me worry about the passes. I hope I'm not chaining up this tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna bail out on you guys here. Yeah, let me know if you can get to the other bonus video, especially on TV. Can you see my posts on TV? How many of you actually watch on TV? How many members actually watch on TV? So lots of questions up in the air. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all your support. Not a lot of air horn honks this week at the end of the videos. We haven't had opportunity to honk yet. It'll be no honk on Monday's video at the end. I mean, we did go a little earlier, just no honk on Wednesday's video. Maybe we'll get a honk on Friday's video, but it just was an awkward place to honk. Just right now, I'm trying to kill time to get to a honk so that I'm not beside people when I do so. Anyway, I am out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys. There's too many cars. Hang on. Absolutely. Wait, hang on. There's another one there. There's a car coming up behind us. You guys absolutely rock! Oh, there goes the camera.